you. Welcome to Hodu V'Zamru, singing of celebration and thanksgiving, celebrating 100 years of SAJ-Judaism that stands for all. The psalmist said, Az yamalei schok pinu ushonenu rina. Then our mouths were filled with song, our tongues with joyous cries. This year, our 100th anniversary year, has certainly been filled with song and joyous cries. It's also been filled with exploration, reflection, congregation, and honoring those who came before us, who helped found, sustain, and lead the SAJ community through all the ups and downs of the last century. We gather tonight to raise our voices once again for Hodu's V'Zamru, to take a moment to honor where we've been and where we are now. Earlier this year, we learned about the musicians who served during SAJ's first 50 years. Cantor and ethnomusicologist Abraham Idelson, cantor Moshe Nathanson, choir directors Chemio Vinover and Tzipora Yoxberger, and musicologist Judith Kaplan-Eisenstein, all of blessed memory. So tonight is meant to begin where we left off, to celebrate the musical legacies of those who are joining us tonight. First, we have Cantor Dan Green here, who stepped in when Cantor Nathanson retired in 1969. I want to acknowledge Cantor Eliezer Kornreich, who served after Cantor Green from 1973 until 1997, and is unable to join us because he is in Israel. Cantor Elisheva Diane-Spray served as student cantor here after that until the year 2000. And while she is unable to join us in person, we have a video, a beautiful video she made for us in honor of the occasion. And I think she's online there as well. Her video is off, but I'm sure she'll wave hello when she's on. Following her, we have Cantor Lizzie Stevens, who grew up at the SAJ and served here until 2009. We're also joined tonight by our Rabbi Emeritus Michael Strassfeld, who has shared his love of Hasidic music with SAJ and continues to lead us in prayer at the High Holidays. And lastly, we have Naomi Less, who's also joining us by video, our singer-songwriter, who helped shepherd in SAJ into our next musical phase by introducing instrumental music to our prayer experiences. So where are we now? Well, you will see that tonight, as we're joined as well by our congregant band and choir. You'll hear them later. I also want to acknowledge the musical contributions of a few other SAJ congregants. Debbie Rand, who leads a popular monthly Nigunim singing program. Sam Cohen, who tonight is playing mandolin but has done so much for SAJ, leading countless sing-alongs and writing our perm plays and sharing your musical gifts at our Friday night Tiferet. And lastly, we have Leah Kaplan, who sang in the SAJ choir for many years, and Herb Kaplan, who sang and conducted the choir for many of those years. I'd like to invite them up to help lead Havdalah in a moment. And I'd also like to invite up Miriam Eisenstein, who is a community member and fan from afar, and is the granddaughter of our founding rabbi, Mordechai Kaplan, to also help lead Havdalah as we acknowledge the end of Shabbat and look forward to the week. What was that? Oh, yes, and she's the daughter of Ira Eisenstein and Judith Kaplan-Eisenstein. Not to be forgotten, of blessed memory. So if you're comfortable, you can rise and maybe put your arms around each other. Shavua Tov. Thank you so much. Everyone can be seated. I'm honored to invite up our first guest speaker, Dan Green.
Shavua Tov, everyone. I can't tell you how excited I am to be here because today is the first time I've been here in 49 years. Just a few words about what it was like 49 years ago. That area there is where the Ark used to be. And the entire sanctuary was filled with pews going this direction. There were more seats at that time. But the people were more important than the building. I was fortunate to know Rabbi Kaplan himself, Rabbi Ira Eisenstein and his dear wife Judith, and I was fortunate to be the successor of Moshe Nathanson as the Chazan. My first year, I worked with Tzipora Yaxberger, who was a wonderful leader of our choir. My office was across the street. I believe it was 32 West 86th Street. That's where the Hebrew school was, and my office was on the 3rd floor. So I taught many B'nai Mitzvah across the street. And I worked together closely with Rabbi Alan Miller, Alav HaShalom, also. What I'd like to sing for you today is a beautiful song whose words come from Shir HaShirim, a song of songs. And it is a song of love, so beautiful that my wife Ruth and I sang it at our own wedding. So I hope you like it. Thank you. Hana dodi ve'amar li kun milach rayati yafati ulchilach ki hineh hastav avar hageshem chalav halach lo hageshem chalav halach lo Hanitzanim niru va'aretz et hazamir higia v'kol hator nishma be'artzenu hat'enach anta v'ageha והגפנים סמדר נתנו ריח קומינך רעייתי יפתי קומינך רעייתי יפתי ולכי Said my beloved to me, arise, my love, my fair one, arise and come away. For lo, the winter is past, the rain is over and gone. The rain is over and gone. The flowers appear on the earth. The time of singing is come, and the voice of the turtle dove is now to be heard in our land. The fig tree puts forth her green figs, and the vines in bloom give forth their fragrance. Arise, my love, my fair one, arise. Arise, my love, my fair one, arise and come away.
Cantor Green officiated at our wedding 49 and a half years ago.
We're going to hear from Elisheva Diensfra. There she is. Okay.
Shalom, SAJ. My name is Elisheva Diensfra, and for those of you who don't know me, I served as the cantor of the Society for the Advancement of Judaism many years ago when I was a cantorial student at the Jewish Theological Seminary. I was just there for 3 years, which is a little blip in your long and beautiful history. But for me, I learned so much in those 3 short years. I learned how to be a cantor. I learned from Rabbi Julie Schoenfeld, and I learned from all of you. And I feel so blessed to have been able to have that time. I didn't only learn how to be a cantor, I also learned the importance and the value of music in a community and how important it is to make the community who they are. From the rich tradition of Moshe Nathanson to the cantor Eliezer Kornreich, to Herb Kaplan, who was the music director and the choir director when I was there. It was really a privilege and an honor to work with you and to learn from you. So tonight I wanted to offer a blessing for all of you as you move into your next 100 years as a community. This is Birkat HaDerech, a blessing as you go on your way. And my wish for you, my hope for you, is that you continue to inspire and engage and reach the hearts of all those, not only those who work for you and those who are members at the SAJ, but also anyone who is in your orbit, whether they be on the Upper West Side of Manhattan or in Alexandria, Virginia, or beyond. Birkat HaDerech by Orit Perlman.
המחלך על כנפי רוחו, שישרך לשלום בדרכך, שישרך לשלום בדרכך. יהי רצון מלפניך, הוא השוזה שבילי, ותומם בנו הכוח, את החירות לבחור בחיים, שישרך לשלום בדרכך, שישרך לשלום בדרכך. He flies with the dove, he sees from above, he'll shelter you under his wing. May all your meetings be blessed, may you find strength where you roam, may all your longings find anchor, garden, a bridge, and a place to call home. May you be guided and safe on your way. May you be guided and safe on your way. הוא היושב והוא הרוכב, יישא אותך תחת כנפיו. שמות קשייך יאירו, שתהלכי בעוצמה, שכמיהותייך יניבו, בית לשקוט ומקום לצמיחה. May you be guided and safe on your way. שישרך לשלום בדרכך. May you be guided and safe on your way.
Elisheva, if you're there, I don't know if you can turn here. There she is. If we could add her to Spotlight very quickly. Thank you so much for sharing that. Wonderful. Thank you for sharing.
So my history here also goes back 49 years, if you count the time that I spent inside of my mother, who is here tonight. And by the way, when people saw me tonight, they're like, oh, hi, is your mother coming? Yes, she's here. You can talk to her after. So I also, I was named on the bima here when it was over there, as Cantor Green mentioned. And my bat mitzvah was also in that spot. I chanted Ashrei when I was 7 years old on a synagogue retreat, which Barbara wrote an article about. And I was married here, actually, in 2007. So my history is long and varied in this room, in this space. And I actually, Elisheva, is the one who really inspired me to become a cantor. I met her in college when we were at Hebrew U, and we were in an a cappella group together. So there's really a lot of cross connections here. I have many stories about SAJ. I think Athena could share some of those stories involving M&Ms and bathrooms and Hebrew school retreats and mooses and all kinds of things. But I just want to say, I'm going to be singing tonight 2 settings of a text, L'Dor Vador, from generation to generation. And looking around this room, there are faces that I've known all my life. And when I first came in, I saw the choir rehearsing, and you're in for a treat. I'm sure all of you know how amazing they are already. But I saw one person who I knew, George, and everyone else was new faces. And it's really nice to see new people here and to see a choir filled with mostly people I don't know. So it's really nice to see the choral tradition continuing here, because hearing the incredible choir while I was growing up here was really influential to me and had a great deal to do with my spiritual development. So it's just such a privilege to be back and to hear it again. So the first setting is Chazanut. It's a cantorial setting by Israel Alter, and the second setting is a more contemporary setting by Meir Finkelstein. And both of these are pieces that I sang in my time while I was here. Ledor vador nagid godecha ulenetzach netzachim ulenetzach netzachim kedushatecha nakdish v'shivchacha Eloheinu mipinu lo yamush mipinu lo yamush leolam aved Kilmelech gadol v'kadosh ata baruch ata Adonai Ha'el HaKadosh. Ledor vador, ledor vador, ledor vador, nagid godecha,
So first, I just want to say I'm really proud to be associated with the SAJ and continue to be associated with it, and to see its, as Lizzie was talking about, the sort of ongoing story, and really want to express an appreciation not just for tonight, but for all the events of the 100th anniversary, which have been really incredible, and to Rabbi Lauren, and to Cantor Lisa, and to Debbie Rutt, and everybody else, the lay leadership that has continued to carry on the storied legacy of SAJ for hopefully for another 100 years or more. Okay, 200 years or more. So I just wanted to say a word of introduction to the nigun I'm going to sing. I grew up in a modern Orthodox home, and the music was this music, even though we were not Hasidim, and we actually didn't know any Hasidim in Boston particularly. But this was the music that we would sing on, at weddings and on Shabbat, and it became, and it's what I would call spiritual music. That is, it was written with a spiritual purpose, and it's the music that I most loved, and was happy to add that to the mix of music that was part of SAJ's history and ongoing unfolding of music, which was so central to the SAJ story. It's music outside the Orthodox world and even outside the Hasidic world, that it's mostly not known. They're the biggest producers of this music are groups like Vishnitz and Bells and Gera, most people never even heard of. And there are hundreds of these recordings that are really not very much known. And as I said, they become very precious to me. And I wanted to sing one to you, and since I don't read music, I just had to hear it again to remind me how it goes. And this is from Chabad. It's a Chabad nigun, a wordless melody.
I'm going to invite up the choir now for their two pieces. And while they're coming up, I just want to acknowledge that, yes, we still do have a choir. We get to hear them at the high holidays, and they're a very excited group. They're excited to sing together and have another chance to sing tonight for all of you. If any of you sing in choirs that I don't know about, whether you're a member or not of SAJ, please come let me know. We're always looking for new members. And this is a very eager group, and I think they would like to sing a little bit more frequently during the year. So come talk to me if you'd like to sing. You know who you are. I know who some of you are, but I don't know all of you. Come find me. First piece is Mizmor Le'asaf by Rossi.
Yes, that's right.
Psalm 150. I heard somebody use the phrase the other day that praise is a portal to joy. It was Michelle Citrin at another singer-songwriter at another concert a couple of nights ago. Praise is a portal to joy. And so I hope this final Psalm, Psalm 150, see if it does the job.
Mazel Tov, SAJ family. This is Naomi Less. I'd love to share a blessing with you in this auspicious, incredible liminal moment of celebration. This is called Shine. It's the priestly blessing. It's written by Glenn Grossman and myself. And may you be protected. May you continue to have grace and light shining through you. And may you experience peace and continue the work that you do so importantly well towards more peace and justice in this world. Please sing along. May you be like our ancient brothers and live with peace and kindness. May you be like our ancient mothers, live bravely and be strong. May you be most importantly like you. Adonai v'yishmerecha, Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'chuneka, Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom. Yivarechecha, shine through you, Yivarechecha, keep safe and true, and help you to feel whole. Yivarechecha, shine through you, Yivarechecha, keep safe and true, v'yasem lecha shalom. Shine, shine through you, shine through you, shine through you. Shine, shine through you, shine through you, shine through you. Shine, shine through you, shine through you, shine through you. Everybody now, shine through you, shine through you, shine through you. Yivarechecha, shine through you, Yivarechecha, keep safe and true, and help you to feel whole. Yivarechecha, shine through you, Yivarechecha, keep safe and true, v'yasem lecha shalom, v'yasem lecha shalom, v'yasem lecha shalom, shalom. Awesome.
Thanks, Glenn. That was beautiful. This next song, Ilu Finu, even if our mouths were full of song. I'm going to take my mask off. You don't need to see that. אילו פינו מלא שירה קיים ולשוננו רינה כהמון גליו ושפתותינו שבח כמרחבי רקיע ועינינו ראירות כשמש וכירח וידינו פרוסות כנשרי שמיים ורגלינו קלות כאיילות אין אנחנו מספיקים להודות לך אדוני אלוהינו ואלוהי אבותינו אולי שיר הקיים, ולשוננו רינה כהמון גליו, ושפתותינו שבח כמרחבי רקיע, ועינינו מאירות כשמש וכירח, וידינו פרוסות כנשרי שמיים, ורגלינו קלות כאיילות. אין אנחנו מספיקים להודות לך, אדוני אלוהינו ואלוהי אבותינו. אדוני אלוהינו ואלוהי אמותינו. This next song I wrote in honor of the 100th anniversary of the first bat mitzvah. And I sang it during our program in March, both the Thursday evening program and the special service we had, to honor the legacy of Judith Kaplan-Eisenstein, but also to honor those who came before us, who took difficult steps, who faced challenges, and learned to find their voice and make a path for the rest of us to follow and to make it possible for the rest of us. So this is Hineni, and just want to say, as I was writing it with my educator's hat on, so there's a lot of stuff in there and a lot of footnotes if you want to find out who everybody is who I mentioned in the song. There's nothing like finding out the night before. You'll be the first one to walk through that door, caught off guard and scared, but reminded you're already fully prepared. Some may snicker, some look away, some might just sit and stare and not know what to say. In that fear, you remember those who came before you, and even though it's a different door, here I stand where my presence matters. Here I stand, my voice is heard. I will raise up all of those who came before me, who reached out their hand, who took the first step, who said, "You belong here, Hineni, Hineni." You remember what it was like for Nachshon to step into those raging waters up to his nose. What about the daughters of Zelophehad, who petitioned to get their fair share? The prophet Devorah, who teamed up with Barak, not Thank you. So we are almost at the end of our program. I'm going to invite up our amazing rabbi, Lauren Grabel Herman, for a couple of 100th announcements, and then we'll get to our closing number.
Wow, this is amazing. This is truly amazing. Thank you, Cancer Lisa. We're going to thank you more at the end, but I'm pretty speechless, so thank God I have this card in front of me. We have been celebrating SAJ's anniversary since the snowstorm of January 2022, where it was still dicey to go out in the pandemic, and we had a hora all around this room, and we kicked off what has been an incredible, absolutely astonishing, exceeding expectations with every turn, and you think it can't get better, and then it gets better. 100th anniversary, 100 years centennial celebration. So let's just thank all of the volunteers, all of the programs, everything that has been happening. It's truly unprecedented. It could not be possible without so many people, and we will end with the celebration of all of our volunteers. So hold on for that, because we want to make sure to acknowledge the over 150 people who have volunteered their time and energy to make the 100th anniversary possible. So we have a few more events, because we're going to eke out as much of this 100th anniversary as possible, okay? We have the next event, the next program is coming up very soon. It's going to be on Zoom on November 29th, From Synagogue to Movement, remembering the legacy of Rabbi Ira Eisenstein, Zichrono Livracha, Mim's father, and really the person who made SAJ, gave the life and the spearhead to SAJ, and I think goes sometimes underappreciated, underacknowledged. Also started a little thing called Reconstructing Judaism, the movement. So we want to make sure to honor and celebrate his legacy. Please join us on Zoom. On December 15th, imagine taking 100 years of SAJ history and putting it into an interactive online format that hopefully, well, not all of it, obviously, but a good amount of it, that will continue to live beyond the 100 years, so that a whole new generation of people can access the history of this congregation from anywhere they have a computer or a phone, which is everywhere. So Mike Beller is leading us, along with his incredible team of Barbara and David Kaufman, Barbara Schmutzler, with the SAJ Experience and Interactive Virtual Exhibit, December 15th. These cards, I think, are outside as well. On January 17th, I am pleased to share that I am going to be in conversation with two very important thought leaders and rabbis in the Jewish community in New York City and beyond, Rabbi Angela Buchdahl of Central Synagogue and Rabbi Amichal Lau Levi of Lab Shul, where Naomi is also. And we just in that Judy Rordan, the editor of The Forward, is going to be moderating our conversation. And that's going to be about the future next 100 years of Judaism. And so we're really excited about that. And then finally, a celebration of the incredible efforts of the 100 years with a celebratory Shabbat at the end of January. So let's continue to celebrate, but really wow. Let's take in the moment, and thank you so much.
While I'm inviting up the choir and the rest of our instrumentalists, just want to say a bit about this last piece. This is the commissioned piece that was written especially for us in honor of the 100th anniversary. So we're ending with a song of welcome. So we're ending with a song of welcome, rather than starting with it. When the community of the SAJ came together a few years ago for some self-reflection, and we asked ourselves, who are we, and what do we stand for? Our answer became, after many hours of discussion, you guys remember that, quote, SAJ is a joyous community of New Yorkers, a Jewish home where everyone's voice is valued and heard. Imagine a school kids run towards and a synagogue where all can come together for social justice, study, and Shabbat. This is who we are, and along with it, a new name, SAJ-Judaism, that stands for all. So when I approached Josh Warshawski about writing a song in celebration of our 100th year, I gave him that statement, those words. And after a little back and forth, we settled on some lines from Psalm 118. Baruch haba b'shem Adonai, barachnuchem mibeit Adonai. Zeh hayom asa Adonai, nagila v'nismechavo. Hodu l'Adonai ki tov, ki leolam chasto. Bless all those who come in the Divine One's name, and we will bless you in the Divine's house. This very day the Divine has acted. Let us celebrate it and express our joy. Give thanks to the Divine who is good, whose love is everlasting. We welcome and we celebrate and we give thanks for reaching this milestone. But the traditional text felt a little off, just including the masculine form of the words Baruch haba. So first we opted to include the feminine form, Brucha haba'ah, and it felt a little bit better, but it still didn't feel 100% right. So a friend of mine, Tehila, had recently introduced me to the Non-Binary Hebrew Project, a group reimagining Hebrew grammar by creating a third gender-neutral word form in Hebrew. And this filled in the missing piece. So you will hear in our song of welcoming, Baruch haba, Brucha haba'ah, and the gender-neutral form of the phrase, Bruche habe'eh. By making our language more inclusive to everyone, no matter where they are on the gender spectrum, or to acknowledge that not everything needs to be assigned a gender, we can more truly live out our Jewish values of inclusion and welcoming of everybody of all stripes and backgrounds. So this is the world premiere of Baruch haba, composed by Josh Warshawski and arranged by Josh Ehrlich. Levinson, everyone. David Meir. So I want to thank our guest singers, Cantor Dan, Cantor Lizzie, Rabbi Michael, Cantor Elisheva and Naomi, Alex Yagupski and the choir, our amazing musicians, and Glenn Grossman, especially, who helped arrange a lot of the band arrangements that you've heard tonight. Ashley Linton, our sound engineer, Kenny Feldman, our sound consultant. Some special people on the 100th anniversary committee, Allison Spitz and Nancy Ludmer in charge of programming, Abe Klott and Donna Altschuler, who oversee all of the 100th anniversary program, our chair, Janet Brain, and our administrators, Eden Foster, Debbie Rutt, Rachel Bitterfield, Deborah Fracano, and Ophir Hudes, who have been watching our kids tonight while we sang and played and handled childcare. Some of our folks who work here, Fred Giacino, Freddie Santos, Carmelo Flores, Gustavo Quintero, and Angie Rojo, Rabbi Lauren, and I also want to thank my family, Micah, Mayor, Shai, and Orly, who I've been absent from them for a while coming to all these rehearsals. They were confused. They were like, guys, Mom, the Holly holidays were over in October. Why are you still going to rehearsals? And lots of meetings. So thank you for putting up with my absence. And thank you all for being here tonight. We do have one final special song. So I'm going to invite up, yes?
Well, first, we have members of SAJ 17 to something like 90 who are singing today. So let's give a round of applause for that. And let's everyone, if you are able to stand, as like we like to say, in body or spirit, let's rise for Cantor Lisa Arbiter.
Thank you so much. We have one song we're going to do that you all know, and we're gonna pull it off. So I'm going to invite up my singers again. Actually, Cantor choir, if you can file out, we need your microphones, but we still need your voices so you can sing from your seats. I'm not going to tell you what it is because you all will know it the minute you hear it. And then when we're done, then we can go upstairs for some refreshments.
Yanu, Vekimanu, Yanu, Lazman Hazeh. Yanu, Vekimanu, Vekimanu, Lazman Hazeh. Yanu, Imanu, Yanu, Lazman Hazeh.
Thank you so much for coming tonight and sharing the celebration with all of us, with the SAJ community and our wider community and folks online. We see you. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate it. Please join us upstairs for a reception and say hello.